Hello, welcome to Lona Soul's Tarot. My name is Victoria, and for today's reading, we are doing separation, no contact. Okay, so we're going to be having two piles. First pile is this yellow sunflower, bright silk yellow, and for pile two, we have the silver silk scrunchie. I've already shuffled just to cut down a little bit of time for the piles because that'd be taking too long. So yeah, I've already shuffled. So yeah, before I do get started, I did want to say thank you to all of my new subscribers, old subscribers, and if this is your first time here, Yello. I'm so appreciative that you are here, and yeah, so yeah, pile one, pile two. Pick your pile, and I'm gonna roll my intro, and I will see you at your pile. Pile one. You chose this bright yellow scrunchie. This is going to be your pile. We can just sit that here. Yeah. Okay, so as stated briefly in the intro, we are doing separation no contact reading. So we are going to be asking 3 questions. And the first question is how they feel. Second question is how they think you feel. And the third question is going to be what you can expect moving on. Okay. So let's go. Okay, so first question is how they feel. We have 5 of Wands. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands. And Knight of Wands. Oh, crap. Well, we got a lot of Wands. And how they feel. Okay. How they think you feel. We have Queen of Cups. This is the 4 of Swords. And the King of Wands. What you can expect. Oh wait, we can save that one for later. Let's just look at how they feel and how they think you're feeling. Okay, so for how they feel, we have the 5 of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and another Knight of Wands. So we have a lot of Wands here. A lot of Wands. They're feeling like they got a lot of competition. Like they might not be the only person that you were dealing with. And then that could also play a role into why you guys are separated right now, or there is like this no contact thing. Like it's either they had other options, but this is how they feel. So I think, always remember that these are interchangeable. So if this sounds more like you, then this could probably be them. Or if this sounds more, you know, like they're interchangeable. So don't try to, if it don't sound like you, it's just, you know, it's not you. And that's okay. Maybe it's just one little piece of the reading that is for you. So yeah, for the, we have 5 of Wands. I think that more than likely they felt like they had competition for your attention, for your time. But at the same time, they felt like they were up for it. Like they were up for the challenge. Like they could handle that. Because we got 2 Knight of Wands. So they felt like they was like, man, I got this. Like, whatever. Like, okay, let's do it. You know what I'm getting? I'm getting like, okay, so it looks like you probably did have a lot of options. But I think the way they were feeling or going about it is that maybe you weren't really putting in that same energy. Like they were the ones that had to plan the dates, plan what food y'all was gonna eat, plan what movie y'all was gonna see, plan when y'all was gonna go out, how y'all was gonna go out, what to wear. You know, like I feel like in a sense they kind of felt like they had to take that on, even though they felt like they were up for it. With this 5 of Wands, it's like, in a sense, I don't know, it's weird because it's like I'm getting this sense of like they wanted you to fight for them, if that makes sense, in the same way that they were fighting for you. Because with these 2 Knight of Wands, for how they feel, I'm just getting like they was really putting on their Mac Daddy. Like they was really showing that, you know, I could be the man in this, or whatever, same sex, it doesn't matter. I could be, you know, that masculine energy for you. But I feel like there's like a second, I feel like they just kind of felt like you weren't giving that same energy to them, for them. So in a sense, they could have probably thought that you were giving more energy to somebody else. So that by the time it came around to be their turn, you was already tired. You know, not saying like y'all was just rabbits with somebody else. I'm just saying like you probably put all of your information into somebody else that you really like, that when they came around and it was like their time, or like they're trying to spend time with you, it kind of felt like you wasn't really putting in anything. They were the ones making the dates. Hey, you want to go do this? How's your day? Like they're the ones keeping up with it. I feel like they kind of felt like you just didn't really care, or like you probably were just like, you were feeling them, but it's like I get this sense of like they probably felt like you were feeling somebody else more. Like you wasn't really given to them. That's how they feel about it. Now, how they think you feel. We got the Queen of Cups. The 4. That is not no damn 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a 6. The 6 of Swords. So we got the Queen of Cups for how they think you feel. The 6 of Swords. And the Queen of Wands. And the King of Wands. Right? Queen of Cups. I feel like they think that you do have a lot of love to give, and like you are probably like a very loving person. But it's like I'm still getting that vibe, because I'm still getting this vibe of they think you got somebody else. They honestly feel like that. Like that's the vibe I'm getting. I feel like they feel like you already found your King of Wands, because you remember we got the Knight over here for how they're feeling. And then with you, you got the Queen of Cups, the 6 of Swords, and the King of Wands. So it's like, in a way, they kind of feel like you already got your King of Wands. You already found the one that you wanted. But it's like you still on the fence about something. They just don't know what that is. But they feel like you've already found what it is that you're looking for. And that's the reason why you're not really giving that much to them. Because with this 6 of Swords, like you giving this vibe, like you just vibing, like you just chilling, like you ain't really working too hard for anything. They think you giving your love to somebody else. So I feel like that's probably like a reason as to like the separation that's going on right now, or the no contact situation. This probably is not something that's new. Like, it's probably, y'all probably haven't talked for like a little minute. And I don't think you've reached out to them. So like they're really just starting to be like, yeah, I think she probably got somebody else, you know. They feel okay. I feel like in the beginning of it, like you were very much into them. I definitely get that vibe, that you were very much into them. You were giving them your full attention, or even if it wasn't your full attention, it was enough to keep them satisfied. But it's like now something happened. I don't know if it was ever that serious between the two of you. And somehow it just fell off. But I feel like this is more of like a dating stage type of thing. And you know, so when you dating around people, like you like this one, you like that one, and then you hang out with some a little bit, and you like, damn, yeah, I really like this dude. Then you meet somebody else and you start talking to that guy, and you like, damn, I really like this dude. Or girl, whatever. Like, I'm kind of liking both of them. But then the other one is kind of hitting marks, so the other one is not really hitting. Or not hitting as good, or the way you kind of want them to be hit. If you know, you know why I just did that laugh. But like, okay, the way they think you feel is you found something else. And you're not really letting them know entirely. But I feel like with this separation that's going on, I feel like they feel like you, if y'all are not talking, you're not going to reach out to them. They feel like you moved on. Like, you found your King of Wands. They're still in their night stage. And with the competition. And even though they, you know, like, I got this. Like, they self-confident, stuff like that. At the same time, I don't think they're going to beg. Because they already see that you're not really putting that much energy into it right now anyway. So, unless y'all run into each other, like, on the road or something like that. Or out. Yeah, if you're on the road or whatever, and y'all run into each other, then maybe y'all might talk. But when it comes to, like, the going back and forth, I just feel like they think you found somebody else. And you just kind of waiting it out. They may come, though. Because the Knight of Wands, they're very, they don't really give up. Like, I won't say they don't, they're persistent when they want to be. So I feel like if it's something that they're still wanting to know about you, or if they're just one of those type of people that's just like, you know, like, we kind of fell off, like, you know, what's going on? Like, you know, like, if they're that type of person, then yeah, they will probably reach out to you. But I feel like they feel like you found your King of Wands already. And right now, you just, like, you vibing. Yeah. Okay, so what you can expect. We got the Lovers. The Star. And the Nine of Swords. The Lovers, the Star, and the Knight of Swords, and the Nine of Swords. So what you can expect. I think you're gonna be Gucci. If I'm being honest. I feel like I feel like whoever this King of Wands is, even if y'all don't like get married and all that shit, but like, I feel like it may go somewhere. It may definitely go somewhere, and this person is definitely going to be thinking about you. They're going to be thinking about you a lot, and they may reach out just because they want to know what exactly what's going on, because I think they really were interested in you. And I think maybe, you know, at a point you were too. And I'm not even saying like you're not interested in them now, but I feel like somebody probably just came along and took your attention, you know? And I think they're privy to that. So depending on how much pride they have, they may come out and reach out to you just so you know, to like catch up, quote unquote, whatever. Just to see like what you're doing or how you doing or whatever. Or they might just watch you. I will say that. They might watch you. They might watch your social media because you have this star here thing and then you have this here and it's kind of like facing towards that. I feel like they may watch you. Not in a creepy way. But like, I feel like you probably get on their, you're on their mind at certain times. Maybe y'all had like secret codes or like the way y'all would talk to each other, like y'all had inside jokes and shit like that. So maybe when they hear something like that, or even if it's just nighttime, I can't say if you guys slept together or not. I'm not really getting that vibe. I feel like this is just kind of like that dating stage. When you think you met the one, but then the one actually shows up and you're like, oh, crap. Oh, shit. I think I was wrong. I spoke too soon. You know? What you can expect for you, I think, is even if you don't get with this person that is now, you know, taking up more of your time, I feel like you're going to be Gucci. I feel like you're going to, you may think about him too, but I think you're going to be fine. And shit, they may be too. You know, they may meet somebody. Because, you know, I feel like sometimes people, me and myself too, because, man, when I say, if I really like somebody, I'm just going to like I'm going to pay my attention to them only. Because I'm not, you know, like Lori Harvin it out here, okay? I bless her heart, but I cannot do that, okay? I can't. I really can't. I have a one-track mind, and if it try to go a different way, I get confused and discombobulated, and I ain't got time for that. So we doing one at a time. So, but yeah, some people can do that. But I feel like you're still gonna be on this person's mind. So what you can expect? Okay, we're just gonna end it off here. What I think you can expect from right now moving forward is, even if this is not the one, or this is not the one, like, you still gonna be meeting people. You still gonna have people around. You're still gonna be in like that sphere of like, I'm cool, I'm vibing. You still gonna have that vibe of the Six of Swords. Like, you chilling. Like, whatever comes your way, like, you just gonna keep moving. Like, it is what it is. And they may too, but I think they're gonna be thinking about you a lot. So you may say their name out of nowhere. I remember growing up, people used to be like, oh, if you say somebody's name out of nowhere, that means that person's thinking about you. Superstitious. But yeah, I think they're going to be thinking about you. And you may still keep a place for them in your heart. Just like right now, you're probably more like that dating tip. And they are probably realizing that they need to probably, you know, get on that tip as well. Especially if y'all still young. I mean, it's a beautiful thing to find, you know, your sweetheart at a young age. But everybody ain't so lucky, you know. And that's okay. But that don't mean be a hoe. That just mean, you know, date. Just date. But yeah, what you can expect is to be fine. This person is definitely going to be thinking about you. I feel like you may be thinking about them as well, but I feel like you will get over it faster than they will. But they will eventually get over it. But yeah. I mean, I feel like even if like in the future sometime you still wanted to like give this person a chance or something like that, I would definitely say, yeah, go for it. Because I don't get bad vibes off of them. I think that they're just kind of, if anything, I feel like they're kind of just hurt because they maybe did try to put like a lot of thought into the times that you guys did spend together. But they didn't feel like they were getting that same energy from you because you had already found your King of Wands. And you were giving all of your cups to that king, right? So you be alright. And they will too. But you guys will be thinking about each other for sure. They are thinking about you as well. I will say that. They're still thinking about you. Oh, child. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and leave it there for you, my loves. I do hope that you enjoyed this reading. And if you did, please go ahead and leave a like, maybe a comment, and a subscription. Hit that bell for notifications of whenever it is that I upload. And y'all, it's all love, love. Hope to see you in my next one. How to Silver Silk. This is gonna be your pile. And as I briefly stated in the beginning, I've already shuffled just to cut off some time because editing is not fun. So yeah. But yeah, so we're doing a separation no contact reading. First question is going to be how they feel. First question is how they feel. Second question is how they think you feel. And the last pile, we're going to have what you can expect moving on. Okay. So firstly, the first three cards are going to be how they feel. We have the Temperance. I'm still learning my Roman numerals, child. Work with me. This is the Wands, Four of Wands. King of Stars. Ooh, child. King of Cups. Stars is cups. Let me shut up. Okay, how do you think you feel? We got the Three of Swords. The Page of Cups. And the Two of Swords. And for what to expect, we're going to leave that till we are done getting into these here. Okay, so, excuse me. All right, so for how they feel in this separation, no contact situation, we have the Temperance, the Four of Wands, and the King of Cups. Hope I'm holding up in the camera right. Sorry if I'm not, child. Sorry if I'm not. Okay. Temperance, Four of Wands, and the King of Stars. Okay, so how they feel? Shit, listen. Okay. This person likes you a lot, and they are stopping themselves from talking to you. I feel like there's a potential that you probably cut this off or ask for a little bit of time. I don't think this was a decision that they made. I definitely think this is something that you brought on. They're definitely practicing balance when it comes to you, because I feel like they do want to reach out to you for sure. Like, they probably write texts out and then delete them. And I think that they're hoping that you will contact them much sooner than later. They're definitely practicing, what do you call it? Boundaries. I feel like they're trying to respect your boundaries at this moment. Because I do feel like they have a lot of love for you. Like a lot. It's a lot. and they are definitely trying to respect your wishes. I don't know, maybe if they came on too strong for you, or yeah, I'm getting a feeling of maybe they came on too strong, and I feel like they're starting to like think about that during this whole temperance stuff going on here. Hmm. I feel like they're probably talking to people about you, trying to figure out what's going on. Like if you're saying anything about them, or how is it going, you know, does she seem like they're, or do they feel like, you know, are they okay? Like, does it sound like, you know, they just kind of want this to die down? Or I definitely feel like they're talking to people. But they got a lot of love, child. But they holding it in. Damn. I feel like they really want to talk to you. Like this separation, no contact is they don't like it. I don't think they like it very much. They're definitely thinking about you. And they're kind of wondering like how you're feeling, because I don't feel like you're giving them much of like, even when you guys are probably together, you probably weren't as emotionally open as they were. And if anything, I think maybe their emotional openness could have maybe scared you, or not even scared you, but like kind of just made you uncomfortable, because you probably haven't been in a relationship like that, or like had someone really care or want to talk about your feelings, and they want to talk about their feelings, and they want to talk about, you know, where they see themselves in the next year and stuff like that. I feel like this person is like a man, or like a grown ass woman. Like they, even if they not like mad old, or like even if they young, I just feel like they have a very mature nature to them. Very mature, very wise. And if anything, I really think that they just want you to talk to them, because I feel like this is the type of person that would take this this separation, no contact, personally, just because the way that they probably were raised is to talk about your feelings and to talk about things that are bothering you. And then I feel like with you, they're not really getting that, and it is scary for them. But they holding it together. They holding it. But I think it mostly, they kind of just want to know what's going on with you. How they feel is they want to know how you feel, because they know how they feel. But I'm getting a vibe of like I feel like they're kind of getting scared. It's like even if you guys weren't like dating for very long, I definitely feel like this is definitely like a relationship that's over 8 to 10 months. Definitely over 8 to 10 months. So you guys been together for some time. Like you guys were official. I honestly just get the vibe they want to know how you're doing. Because the last thing that they want to do is scare you away. And I feel like they're feeling that way. But they're holding it in. Like they keeping it cool, you know. They're having very logical conversations in their mind about the situation. Even if they are an emotional being, or like they're very open with their emotions, I feel like at the same time they still have that mature mentality when it comes to another person being able to show love the same way that you do. And I think that the way their love language is probably communication, And I don't think that that's probably your love language. So it could have made you uncomfortable. And they're thinking about that. Because they have a lot of love for you. They really do. They want to spend time with you. They want to spend time with your family. Like, they want to get to know you as much as they can. But they're doing it logically and emotionally. They're doing it wise. Like, you know, like this person, I get a really good vibe off this person. I always remember these are interchangeable. So this could be you, this could be you, whatever. And even if neither one of them are you, maybe it's just a message in here that is for you that you may want to hear or may need to hear. So there's always that, okay? But yeah, this person is very much, I get a very just like a stranger that would let you lay on their shoulder and they don't know who you are on a bus. Like, that's the vibe I get from this person. Like, if somebody was to fall asleep, they would, like, on them, they wouldn't wake them up. They would probably, like, position themselves so that that person could do so. I get a really good vibe off this person. I really like this person. I like this person a lot. They're very balanced. Very, very balanced. Ooh, chat. Okay, so how do you think you feel? We have the Three of Swords, the Two of Swords, and the Page of Cups. Or how they think you feel. Three of Swords, Two of Swords, and Page of Cups. Page of Cups. I get, like, I'm saying, like, I think that this is probably the most mature situation that you've ever been in when it comes to a relationship. I feel like you've probably been in, like, a bad relationship beforehand, so you have that that tainted feel to you. Yet you're still naive and you're still very gullible. So I feel like somebody like this person could scare this person. It could make them worry, because when you've been in bad situations for so long, it's you get accustomed to it. So when you get somebody around like this person who's nothing like someone that you may have had in the past, it scares you because you don't know what to expect. But with the relationships that you had before, you knew exactly what was going to happen. You knew exactly when to duck. You knew exactly when to walk away. You knew exactly when to come back. Like, you know, like you already knew the ins and out of that relationship. But with this person, I think this person probably scares the hell out of this person. And I think they're aware that that person is a good person, but at the same time, I think that the fear is kind of overpowering that. Like, they're afraid to potentially fall in love with that person. Because they don't know the game, quote unquote. I definitely feel like this person cut it off. Out of fear. Definitely out of fear. And out of naive. Like, it's like Because you're still very playful. In this, you have a baby rabbit, and then you have 2 goldfishes on the top of her head. I feel like, I'll say this, because I'm definitely this kind of person. Like, and it's very hard to hear this. And even to this day, like me saying this right now, I'm rolling my eyes. Okay? So, believe me. I feel like you've probably been screwed over a lot. And even if you weren't screwed over a lot, you probably had that one relationship that you put a lot of your energy into. Only for you to, end up with absolutely shit. And it reminds me of something that my dad told me. It's, because with my ex, child, I was crazy over him. It wasn't only dickmaticians, or he was a dickmatist. But it was also my first relationship. It was my first love. And I really kind of just let loose with that. I let loose, like, because I know what it's like to not be loved. So it's like, you just give it, And that relationship really took a toll on me. And even to this day, it still has it takes a toll on me to this day. Because I'm very closed off to people, not only men, but just people in general. I don't trust people. And I'm in therapy for that, but yeah. But yeah, like, I think what other people don't really realize is that sometimes, this reminds me of a self-sabotager. This is a self-sabotaging person. You're afraid of something that seems too good to be true, because even when bad things happen, like, when they're gonna happen. You can tell. But with somebody like that, you're afraid because you don't know. You're afraid that it's not real. And you feel like they're being that nice because they want something. What do they want? Why are they being so nice? And I'll be the first person to tell you, don't do that. I still do that, but I'm telling you not to. Remember, child, I'm still rolling my eyes back here. But it's definitely it's gonna be okay. Like, everybody's not gonna be that person who hurt you, And yeah, like I was saying, like my dad, what he told me, and then we're gonna get to what you can expect. What my dad told me when I was younger is when I got out of my relationship, like years after. We were in the car together, and he was like, because my daddy, in a way, he's kind of like a Mac daddy. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, he could just have women, and he don't even be fucking them, but like, he just have them. And I used to always tell him, like, how do you do that, whatever. But he was like, let me tell you something. When you're in a relationship with anybody, never give your love 100%. Never give all of your love. Always keep 25-30% for yourself, because you have to look at it in the sense of, okay, so you give somebody 100% of your love. When they leave, they taking that whole 100% with them. So now you got to start from scratch. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, when I heard him say that, it sounds so simple, but it's so real. It's so honest. It's like, never give 100% of your love to anybody. Especially when it comes to relationships, because the only person you can give that to is your parents, or maybe your parents for some, but definitely your kids. Those are the only people that you love 100%. But never a loved one, because once they leave, and if they leave, you literally have to start from zero. You have to learn to love yourself again, because you gave all of your love to that person who was giving you love, only to steal it from you. You understand? So, yeah. What you can expect. We have the Empress. So, this is my favorite pile. What is this? King of Swords. And the Eight of Wands. For what you can expect. Whew. Love. You can expect to be treated like an empress from that person, whoever this person is that you're reading for. And even if you are this person and this is the person, the other person, be patient with that person. Even on both sides, be patient with the other person, because it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna end out beautifully, and it's gonna be okay. Like, it's going. You have the King of Wands and the Empress. This is gonna be beautiful. Like, I feel like this person could potentially love you into being an empress. You know, and I know some people are like, oh, I already see myself as an empress and I'm a queen and da 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 da. Listen, shut up. That ain't what I'm talking about. That's not what I'm talking about. This is not what I'm talking about. Have you, okay, seriously, I'll put it this way. Simplest terms. You know, even when you're single, you know, and even though you take care of yourself and whatever, what have you, you take care of yourself and you feel good in whatever. But you cannot sit here and lie and say, when you do meet somebody and they're giving you authentic, genuine attention and affection, and they want to know how your day is, and they want to know what you ate, and they want to know all these little things, but it makes you feel on top of the fucking world. Like, you just feel invincible. The love from another person to you will always be an extra oomph. And I know there are people who are like, I don't need nobody to love me for me to love me. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when you're with somebody and you know that you make them better and they literally make you better. You guys are evolving together beautifully. This is some beautiful shit. The Empress, the King of Swords, and the Eight of Wands. It's coming. You just have to accept it. You just have to take it. Acknowledge it. Welcome it. And then relish in it. Like, relish in that shit, okay? Like, this is beautiful. What you can expect is, I'll put it like this. If you just take your time, don't rush. Because I do feel like whoever this second pile is in this second row here, this person has really been dragged through the mud. But I feel like this here is like your karma, you know, like, because you were always that good. You were always a good person to other people. And it's like right now, now it's your turn. Even though it may not feel like that and it may not look like that right now. Right now, it's your turn. So just take it. Just relax. Don't think too much into it. Don't think too far into it. Just relax. Just relax. It's going to work out and it's going to be fucking beautiful. I love this pile. This pile is beautiful. I feel like whoever this is, be patient with the other person, and seriously, I would definitely I would reach back out, because I feel like if this is you, I feel like you probably took brought about the no contact situation, or asked for like a little bit of time because you were afraid of just the niceness of this person and the genuine just like vibe you got off of them, their authenticity. I feel like kind of scares you, because it's hard to find authentic people. So when you find them, you're like, nah, this is way too good to be true, you know? And that's understandable. That's what I'm saying. Just be patient with it. Give yourself time and give them time. It's scary. It's fucking scary. But I feel like this person has good intentions. I feel like the both of you have good intentions. It's just fear from this person here. Be patient. Because, child, yep. Yes, this is, talk to them. Be patient with them. You ain't gonna know everything you need to know within, you know, the first year of somebody. Hell, you still learn things about people 20 years into being with them. Ask all the old couples. They just finding some shit out that they didn't even know. They like, the hell? Like, you was doing this shit for that long? You know? But yeah, this is, talk to this person. Be patient with this person. And if it's not this person, and you probably just got out of a relationship, your person is coming. They are coming, and they are going to love you into that empress. Yeah. Woof. I'm gonna go ahead and leave it there for you, my pal twos. I really do hope that this resonated, and if it did, please go ahead and leave a like, maybe a comment letting me know which pal you chose, and a subscription. Maybe hit that little bell situation thing so you can know every time that I upload a video. If not, that's okay too. Your presence here is just enough for me. I ain't gonna do that again. But yeah. Thank you so much for being here, and yeah, I hope to see you in my next one. It's all love. Toodaloo.